must. I repeat, the bust is a must. As Bitcoin right now has its fourth macro swing to the tippy top of this 3-month descending structure, Moon Boys worldwide are gearing up for what will certainly be an ooey gooey bust like we've never seen before. Right now the price of Bitcoin sits at absolutely critical resistance, and this is the fourth time over the past couple of months since we have entered into this sideways / descending structure since Bitcoin's initial early March bust. Okay, so this is like the very first opportunity for a bust of the past 3 months. And right now Bitcoin is doing something very big. Now, are we about to actually have a mega giga breakout? As I'm sure many of you are aware of so many macro patterns that are setting up on the charts right now. But more specifically, I want to take a look at exactly what is happening right now and what needs to happen before the confirmation is, how can you say, confirmed. It's absolutely just insane. The insanity, the structure, and the price targets we have over the next month or two because of the setup we've seen Bitcoin trade within for the past couple of months. This becomes very big. And honestly, big shout out to Kimonos. Let me get a hashtag Kimono Squad in the comments if you're also wearing a kimono. It's basically literally the chillest thing you could wear. I've never met somebody wearing a kimono who wasn't insanely chill, wealthy, just really cool, right? Only like really chill people wear kimonos. But if we take a look at Bitcoin here, we're at the very tippy top of this structure. And this is our very first time getting here since back at the very end of May 2023. So it's been a solid roughly about 24 days since we've been here, and this is kind of a big deal. Initially, we had our first tip touch here in the middle of April. Second tip touch right around the beginning of May. Third tip touch at the very, very end of May, just for a day or two. It was very short-lived, whereas these were there for a while. And then this is our very first tip touch here, again, as I just said, in about a month, but we're only on like the second day of it. And this is just very important. We immediately breached through the midline here, the center line, and I give this a couple of days to concretely get above 27K if this is truly the beginning of a real breakout. And as we can highlight, as you all know, there's a lot of structures going on within Bitcoin that are bullish right now. If we take a look, we're actually right now testing the 50-day moving average, and that's why this is big resistance. If we break this, if we can concretely peek our heads above 27K for like a few daily closes, I mean, this can get so explosive. All right, I told you I was in a long position. I told you I'm trading this. I think that this is potentially the last biggest bullish trade of 2023, because I think it's very likely that for the rest of 2023, after what I think is coming, a very big breakout, I'm talking $5,000-$10,000+ swing for Bitcoin over the next month or so. After that, I think that there is the opportunity, or there will be a lack of opportunity. I think there will be a lot of sideways, likely, as we lead into the halving. Now, it all depends on some of the fundamental things, like if a spot ETF actually gets approved, if China continues going heavy into Bitcoin, as we've seen talks about over just the last few days. There's a lot of very bullish fundamental things as well. If you rewind 6 months, we didn't have all of these bullish things. We did not have all of this bullish fundamental news driving things. We had inflation still going crazy. Now, even that inflation narrative is kind of played out. The only thing the bears are still holding on to for their chance of getting below 10K is, well, honestly, I don't even think there is anything. I think they're just making stuff up. I don't even know. Nobody listens to them at this point because, well, one, there's still so many of them, which is surprising. But two, there's really no narratives left. One thing we also are doing on the weekly chart is finally getting our heads back above the 200 week. And it's been a pretty tough 2 weeks in terms of getting rejected there. But if we can hold above 27,000, very good. This ultimately can be a very good reversal, but I don't want to get too excited just yet. As I just said, we need to at least get, a couple daily closes above 27,000. But 27,000 is that level, as we just highlighted. It's the 50-day moving average resistance. It's the very tippy top of this macro pattern, this like 3-month-long falling wedge or descending channel, however you have it drawn. It is the holding here was the neckline of this year-long inverse head and shoulders, which again, you see how much juice we could have here if this actually fully breaks out. Initial breakout, retest, and if we get a follow-through, 40,000 becomes a possibility over the next month. It becomes very big. Now, this is still very early on. So, I mean, imagine the trading opportunity. Let's say right now, Bitcoin's at 27K. A month from now, if Bitcoin was at 40K, even for a moment where it was at 40K and then it gets rejected, goes down to 35, maybe 32, and trades there for a couple of months, that's an amazing trade opportunity, right? A 13,000 difference from 27 to like 40-ish as like the ultimate full breakout. That would be insane. So it's absolutely something worth paying attention to. And as you can see, we're within the, this is where massive resistance was. And as you can see, just since the beginning of March, we got rejected at the top, found support at the bottom. If we come back up here and can ultimately break, again, so much juice potentially with this move. We have a 2-year-long falling wedge. Still absolutely important to watch. And also the MACD on the monthly chart has, we've been watching that as well. There's a lot of momentum here for Bitcoin. And really the thing to watch is this, because, this could happen in a few minutes or it could take a couple days. I personally think it might take a couple days. I mean, usually some of these resistances usually don't break immediately. And if we get another rejection over the next day and then it takes a couple days and we come back up and then ultimately break it, that's fine too. But we're having our first test here in the last month of the top of this. And I ultimately believe whenever we actually break out of this macro pattern, which basically we've been trading within this for the past 73 days, whenever we break out of this, very likely Bitcoin can initiate one of these giga candles, right? I've been saying this for weeks, but if you look back, this type of giga candle right here, this type of giga candle or consecutive giga candles, these are the type of opportunities Bitcoin has to actually follow through with in the short term. That's why this is so exciting. I've been saying this for so many videos in a row now. And here we are. This is the big test. If we can actually break out of this pattern, I think all of you are aware of this. And I think a lot of people are excited because it is objectively the structure Bitcoin is within amidst like 5 other really bullish patterns as well. And take advantage of massive sign up and deposit bonuses with Femex and BitGet if you sign up with my links below. If you're interested in trading, take advantage of those massive sign up bonuses. Free XPT you can earn if you sign up with my link and trade with Femex. And massive deposit and welcome bonuses as well. Without further ado, it's free.